Hi everyone, welcome to Emsley Lodge for another week. A little bit quiet on the racetrack this week, only had a couple of runners. Dorries D was okay at Ballarat. We tried to ride him sort of just off the speed and he sat off him okay and worked home okay, but he's just about 2 lengths off him at the moment, and we just need to find 2 lengths with him. I don't think riding him off the speed was all much different, so I might just, he did relax really good, so we might just step him up to the 1100 now and see how we go, maybe ride him for speed again and step him up to the 1100, but I thought he was okay without being sort of great, you know. He just got pipped on the line for third. Big Zippity Zoo Star was very strong. I ran him in a really strong race at Warrnambool and he wasn't far off them at all. I'll step him up to 2,000 metres plus now, and I think you'll find he'll make a city grade horse. Plenty of form will come out of that race at Warrnambool, and he sort of dead heated for third and wasn't beaten all that far, so I think he's a really nice progressive horse in the stable. Got a Zoya in at Geelong on Saturday. First up, 1,300 metres. It was just perfect distance, perfect track. She worked up beautifully this morning, so just need to draw a nice gate and she'll be really competitive. I really like this filly. I think it's going to make a nice filly. She just does a lot wrong. For a staying filly, she sort of goes a little bit hard, so we just need to draw a nice barrier, get a nice suck run and hit the line, then sort of step up to a mile or something second up. But she's in good nick and I really liked her work this morning. It's a Zoya having her first start on Saturday at Geelong. Deploy and Destroy. Got him in at Geelong on Saturday. I'll just have a look at the race and just see. I'm not sure if you'll get a run. He's a fair way down the order, but he seems to be going okay. The 1,300 metres at Geelong should suit him, and just needs to draw a nice gate and get a sort of fair crack at him. His last start he drew wide and went back and it was just terrible. It was a waste of time even watching the race, but hopefully he can draw a gate and get a fair crack at him, and in that sort of grade he's going to always be competitive. It's Deploy and Destroy. Big Diamond Luke, first up at Geelong Saturday. This horse is going pretty good. He's going better than a 58 grade, that's for sure. His trial was very, very strong the other day. He's pulled up good from it. It worked him up this morning and he worked up nice and strong. So I expect a really forward showing from him on Saturday. His first up form is good. He's won first up and he's been placed in good grade first up. This is probably nearly going to be the weakest race he's run in for a long time as far as his first up run. So he'll be good odds and he'll go really, really well on Saturday at Geelong. It's Diamond Luke. Got Lawrence Eddie in at Yarra Glen on Sunday. I better give him a brush before that. He looks a bit grubby there. He's had a roll in his box. Look, his first up run was horrific. I took him to the trials the other day and he trialled up fair, but he's just going like an absolute mile and a half or so. I won't muck around with him. I'll run him in a 1,900 metre race on Sunday and then step him straight up to a 2,400. At the end of the day, he's run a couple of really good races over a mile and around about that distance, but his only win in town, albeit he's been placed a few times, has been over 2,400. So I won't muck around. I'll get him back up over that trip and see how we go. But his temperament is changed as he's got a little bit, certainly this prep, it's a lot more relaxed. So whether he's just looking for that trip, I'm not sure. But his first up run was really poor and his trial was only fair. So it's a little bit of a cross your fingers and see how he goes. I'll put Zach Spain on him, who's ridden him and won on him, and see what Zach thinks how he's going. But you would think that if this horse is 2 parts right, he'll be very competitive on Sunday at Yarra Glen. Yeah, Super Sock's here just having a bath for the morning. She's in at Yarra Glen on Sunday, 1,000 metres around there. She started at Colac the other day and she just jumped out and went really, really solid. It was really fresh first up, so hopefully just with that run under her belt now, she just relaxes that little bit more. She just overdid it in the middle part of the race, so Yarra Glen's a real speed track, so it should suit her. She'll jump, she'll show good speed, and she's probably just going to take a couple of runs to learn just to relax, but it's going really well and be more than competitive on Sunday. That's Super Socks at Yarra Glen. The old boy Ziggy, probably take him back to Sandown again on Wednesday. Not sure what I'll do with him as far as jockeys go. He's going to get 63.5 kilos, so he's going to get plenty of pudding. So whether we put a 3 kilo claiming kid on him or whether we just let him carry that little bit extra weight and leave the young Tommy Stockdale on him, I'm not really sure yet. We'll have a good look at the noms and see where we're at. But you can see he's in ripping condition. He worked beautifully this morning. He'll have a nice gallop Saturday morning. That'll just top him up nicely for Wednesday. That's Prince Ziggy at Sandown Wednesday. Little Miss Gutsaa, got her in at Sandown Wednesday. Got her in 2 races, a 1,264 at a 1300 fillies and mares 70. So I'll have a good look at the race, see what the acceptances are out, and she'll run in one of them. But she was really good the other day. She's nice and tough to the line. Same track, you know, I'm not sure if we go to the fillies and mares 1300, which she's won at before, or we stay at the 64 against the boys and maybe claim. I don't know. We probably don't need to, but she's in good condition. Worked great through the week. She'll have a nice sharp gallop on Saturday morning, and that'll top her up nicely for next Wednesday at Sandown. Young Hostess goes to the 2400 at Sandown Wednesday. She was great over the 2100 the other day. Daniel Moore come back and couldn't stop wrapping her up and said she's all ready to go. So she'll get her chance. I just hope she can posse up a little bit closer. This Sandown was very, very leaderish the other day, so we want to make sure that we're up in the firing line. I don't want to be sort of back last. Hopefully she can sort of land midfield or a little bit closer, and no doubt she'll be very strong through the line. She certainly hasn't gone backwards. She only has to reproduce what she did the other day, and she'll be all over them at Sandown on Wednesday. That's a Young Hostess.
G'day guys, welcome to Around the Stables. This week's horse that has just come back into work, Diamond Luca, and he's ready to have his first up run on Saturday at Geelong. First up last time he ran Geelong, and I thought he ran really great. He sort of got back and yeah, really powered to the line. So yeah, unfortunately he wasn't able to win one last prep, but he was never far away. He probably had his chance again at Geelong over a staying trip, and yeah, he just found one better. But wherever we took him, he was pretty competitive, and yeah, he was always sort of hitting the line pretty strongly. So this time in, he's probably come back a lot stronger, bigger. His track work's a lot sounder, and yeah, he's feeling great. He looks great. So expect a pretty bold run from him first up at Geelong. It's certainly doesn't have the depth that he ran up in first up last time in. So if he runs up to that, which I think he should, just going on his track work and the way he's trialled and things like that, then yeah, I know he's a horse that gets over a lot more ground, but his first up form is okay, and yeah, he seems to be going as good as ever. So really upbeat about taking to the races at Geelong on Saturday, and hopefully he can start his campaign off in a winning way.
That's it for another week at Emsley Lodge. Thanks for watching. I wasn't here last week. I was up at the Colac trials, and we trialled up quite a few horses there, and a couple of them you'll see step out in the next couple of weeks at the races. Big Diamond Luke, I thought trialled up pretty good. Pink and Black trialled okay. Bella Bushka was good. So all those horses will race in here in the next week. We also, I've been to the Adelaide yearling sales this week. We bought two really nice horses there, a Written Tycoon filly and a Toronado colt. So they'll be home here next couple of days. We've got two horses out of the Melbourne Premier sale. One in particular, a beautiful Toronado filly. You'll see it on our website. Our horse is available. So there's a few limited shares available in that. We haven't really started advertising her or anything yet. I've just got her home, and we're going to have a bit of a look at it. Probably send her off to the breakers or something next week. But if you're interested in coming into not an all that expensive Toronado either, and you'll see on our website she's an absolute beauty of a filly, so I'm really excited about training her. So by all means contact Janet if you want to take a piece of her. Until next week, see you later. That's about all I want to say, I suppose. What are you doing?
We're waiting for you.
I'm finished.